Hey, all my friends. I thought I'd come together with you to talk about a real estate update. Since I haven't been posting any videos, I thought this was the best time than ever to give you guys a little real estate update video. Here I am, I'm repping my new iPhone camera and my new DJI, so it's gonna follow me around while I'm doing this video. Super fun. And repping my new Kirkland fashion. That's for anybody who loves Costco, you know how it is. But I'm going to get right into it here. I got a real estate update for you. Essentially, you guys all know, and you've probably been hearing, that the real estate market in the spring was smoking hot. Multiple offers, people lined up outside these houses trying to get in, and it was freaking horrible. I tell you, as an agent, people think that it's all sunshines and rainbows, but actually I'm going to tell you it actually sucked. Because essentially when we're shopping for a house, I had to tell my clients, do not fall in love with any house, because unless you bid way up, you might lose it. And my number one rule of when you're buying a house is never bid over list price on any house unless it's a killer deal listed under market value. But honestly, that just doesn't happen. So that would be never a good idea. So don't do that ever. No matter what anybody says. But getting off track already. Real estate market smoking hot in the spring. Throughout the summer, it stayed pretty strong. People were buying, and I definitely think there's a herd mentality when you're buying a house. I mean, buying a house is somewhat of a big step. And as humans, we follow this herd mentality. So we always think buying a house is better when everybody else is doing it. And it's so obvious that it's ridiculous, right? I was telling people probably 5-6 years ago, buy a house now, nobody's buying, this is time to do it. But lo and behold, when everybody's buying it, people believe that it's safe to buy at that time, so everybody does it, jacks the prices up, lowers the days on market, just becomes kind of hectic. And you know what happens when it's hectic? People lose money. When you aren't able to make a informed decision, you're probably going to lose money, right? Whenever you're buying a house, you want to make a informed decision, take your time, make sure it's a good decision, and then when the market goes down, you don't really lose because you never bid up the price and you never paid over the price when everybody was crazy about it. So that's just my spring market update. Obviously, we're in November now of 2021. I did a November update last year. That was when things started to spike and things got a little crazy. But now I believe we've leveled out. Prices have kind of leveled out. They haven't been spiking like they did in the spring and summer. We're kind of chilling out a little bit, which I love as a real estate person. I like to help people when the prices are reasonable and you can make an informed decision. So what we're seeing currently with the market is the prices have stayed the same. Days on market is actually significantly lower than this time last year. So that means houses are moving. But when we're looking at activity on the market, we got to do a tier list here. Tier list for you is definitely at the top of the tier is a detached single family home. I always think that it's a great investment to buy a detached home. You want to avoid condo fees and being attached to somebody if possible. But if your budget is smaller, obviously a single detached home is a big undertaking. If your budget is a little bit lower, you want to be looking at duplexes without condo fees. Because you're attached to somebody, but no condo fees, so it's a little bit more reasonable. Next up, townhouse. With townhouses, you typically have condo fees, but you usually have an attached garage and you have quite a bit of space. So it's just a little bit up from a apartment style condo, which is generally at the bottom of my tier list. I would never suggest anybody to buy a apartment style condo because there's just so much risk. You're banking on other people in the building maintaining their units. You're banking that they don't build more condos. As you can see right now with downtown market especially, they just keep building condos. And I don't know even if it is sustainable currently. Like, people aren't buying all the condos up and they keep building more and more and more. And the big thing that I'm seeing is rental condos. They are building rental condos like absolutely gangbusters. They can't stop. It's like an addiction. They love building new fancy rental condo units, which I guess we are in the rental generation where nobody wants to own. They want to be moving around, have flexibility. So that's a giant thing that they're capitalizing on now, and they can charge a significant amount of rent. Usually I think you're paying more for rent than even having a mortgage on a condo. But at the bottom of my tier list, I would almost suggest renting a condo over buying a condo. As I just said, you have to rely on other people in the building maintaining their units. Special assessments. You have to make sure that you're buying in a building that wasn't just thrown up, right? They just throw up these condo buildings, wood frame, chuck them up, and they generally have quite a big amount of problems. And you don't really want to be paying a $50,000 plus special assessment because that can really ruin your financial status. And among other things, condo fees. You don't want condo fees. We all know you don't want condo fees. Even if they're low, they might go up, and they will go up, and they generally never go back down once they've gone up. So I'm going to try to keep this video a little short. So that's my market update. My advice to you right now would be maybe hold off on buying a house until prices are a little lower. I usually suggest winter time to buy. I know it's not fun to move in the winter, but you know who moves in the winter? The people that move when the other people won't do it. So that's generally how you make money in real estate. You do the things that other people aren't willing to do. So that's my little real estate ramble for you. Obviously, fall time, we're slowing down now into winter. People don't buy as much. Springtime is when you want to be selling your house. You want to be listing in springtime or early fall to maximize your sales, right? Winter, people aren't buying. Middle of summer, people on vacation. They're out at the lake. They're enjoying their life. So they don't want to be looking at houses. So that's my advice for you right now. If you're looking to buy a house, this might be the time when it's slowing down, when less people are buying. And if you want to be selling your house, wait till spring. Great time to list. Everybody wants to move in spring. Herd mentality, right? So I hope you liked this video. It was just a little bit of a ramble. Like and share this video and have a good one.